Okay, so the other day I did the one about crab. Today I'm going to do how to dress a lobster, which Abigail says, well, they don't need clothes really. So we are going to start. I'm just going to pop the claws out of the way. Okay, first thing I do, open it up like that, nice and flat, pop it over. See this bit here? It's cross. X marks the spot. So pop your heavy knife, you want a nice heavy bladed, thick bladed knife, down there, and you're going to cut down that line, okay, that way and then that way. There's the tamale coming out, the brown meat. There you go, straight down the middle. Okay, and twist the tail off. You can do that beforehand, I usually do. Okay, there's your tail. So we'll carry on cutting right the way through now that we've got it open. Now I've got my 2 halves of lobster. That hasn't drained as much as I'd hoped, so it's going to look a little bit wet, but it's going to be very tasty. It's also a little bit warm. Now we've got the tail, okay? I'm going to whip out the middle one, okay? And now I'm going to cut straight down the middle again, okay? Oops. Start there. So I'm halving it because like that you can share it, okay? Half a lobster plus you can open it. You can have it whole like that, or have it to yourself like that as well. But you know, most people aren't as fortunate as me and don't catch like plenty of the things. So there we go. Now just going to break that apart, and that's your lobster tail. Okay. Now this one's fairly clean, but quite often you'll have a black line here. That's their poop chute, should we say? Okay. So you'd scrape that out and get rid of it. Okay. So you don't want to eat that. Now that's your first bit. Now basically that will just pull out. Okay. There's your half a lobster tail. Beautiful bit of meat there. Now I've kept this one quite warm. I've only cooked it recently because it's just a nice thing. Normally I have it as a salad. Now pull that off. What you've got is the brown meat. That's always really lovely. You've got the gills here, dead man's fingers. You don't eat those. See them? Like in a crab, you'll rip them out. Okay? You're going to rip off the legs. Okay? And pick the meat out of there once you whip off the gills, or the dead man fingers. Okay? And then you will have, there isn't much, but in here where the legs come out, you've got little bits of meat there. You can pick that out as well. Now, with the legs, they're softer than the crab's legs. Twist it. Okay? Quite often you can just squeeze it out. Okay? Like toothpaste. And that was gorgeous. Now, I'm going to get to the claws. Okay? There's a massive great claw. Okay, this is a 1.1 kilo lobster. It's European lobster, not an American lobster. I don't think it makes a great deal of difference. Now you can do it with a bit of effort with the nutcrackers or the lobster breakers. Okay, because it's still warm. It's not splintering as much as it would do. Okay, but it does take some effort. And the other way is to bash it. Now, what I would say, if you're going to bash it, so you don't blind yourself, get it in a rag like that. Back of a sharp knife, don't do this at home, kids. Right.
Just don't do it.
Bash it, side of a knife, handle. And again. Going going well. There you go. So that's broken. Now all we've got to do is just whip those bits off. I can just tease it apart like that and pull it out. Okay. If you've got a smaller one, you can usually just break it and then you can tease the bits out. So there's my lobster. Now you do have down here this central little piece of bone or whatever it is, okay, that does that. So you want to make sure you whip that out when it comes to eating it. There you go. Simple.